Hello and good morning. I'm Angela Brown, and I'm here on this Live with Impact episode with Omuugn himself. I know, super excited. We are talking about emotions from the Live with Impact series, which is the insights and wisdom of Omuugn. Growing up, I don't remember a time ever when you raised your voice and you yelled at us. So I'm curious, is that something that you did consciously? And is that something that you decided, "Hey, I'm gonna choose how I behave, and then nothing is gonna ruffle my feathers"?
Early on, I realized that my family was like a little kingdom, and I decided what I wanted my kingdom to be. I actually sat down and I wrote out a family constitution, when all of our meetings would be, what all of our responsibilities were, how our accountability would take place, how we interacted with other people and with other families. Everything was mapped out as a family. We didn't fly by the seat of our pants at all. And I think that helped. Being able to look at all of the different aspects was a tremendous help in making the smaller decisions because I knew what the bigger picture was, the bigger program. And I realized what I was trying to accomplish. Those goals were always in the background, and everything that I did funneled us toward those goals.
Were you new to having a family, or was this several kids in that you built this family constitution?
It was early on. I think we had 2 children
Mm.
when I did the Constitution. I had one half brother, and he was 5 years older than I was. So I didn't have a lot of experience with a big family, but my wife was one of 16 children, and she was the second oldest. So I relied on her for a lot of insight into raising children and how to do things. She was the expert, and I was the student.
Did your creating a family constitution come from observation?
I did some research on how to put a family together, and there were some people who had actually done that, and I ran onto some really good ideas. So the idea of the family constitution and organizing that way wasn't originally my idea. I gathered that from research, and as I looked around, that seemed to be the best approach to a family that I could find. I wanted to start out being organized and having an idea of what I was trying to accomplish because having children was a totally new experience to me. I had never been around little people. I had never changed a diaper. I knew nothing about raising children. And so I started from scratch. I tried to learn quickly and implement things that I thought were good principles. And many of them have turned out to be pretty good principles. If I were going to do it again, I would do it much the same way that I did before.
I think you did a phenomenal job. And I don't say that just because I'm one of the kids, but I say it because I watched you and the way that you handled the discipline and the way that you handled a wide a range of emotions. And I'm going to throw myself into that mix because I was a difficult teenager and I wasn't in the sense that I was really rebellious, but I was rebellious in my head. My mother would ask me to do things and I did the rolling of my eyes, which is not nice to be doing to your mother. And it was my way of saying, I don't want to do whatever it is you're asking me to do. I eventually ended up doing pretty much everything that she requested of me, but I did it with a bad attitude. And I'm sorry about that now. I didn't mean to make her life so difficult. I feel bad now. I wish I could go back and I would not do that the same. I would do it much differently so that I could just be more respectful of her. But you were very keen on trying to create an environment where we were aware of our own behaviors and our own emotions so that things could run more smoothly. And I appreciate that you were savvy enough to create a family constitution. What a great way to end this conversation. This is the insights and wisdom of Omuugn, and this is volume one of 2 volumes. So if you haven't already, pick up your copy. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Omuugn, for sharing with us your insights and your wisdom. Until we see you again, please live a life of impact.
Thank you.